Good morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Back with another quarantine stream day. I don't know what of the Rona. We're locked down. The world is on house arrest. And I'm getting word here on the networks that BINANCE, Justin Sun, and friends are going to acquire CoinMarketCap CMC, which is the hub for all crypto pricing, or at least the most popular hub, in my opinion. There's some talk about it. And let me say that Justin Sun's making movements. Now, I'm not saying I like him or I dislike him, or whether his moves are good or bad, but he's making moves and he's moving aggressively. You know that he acquired Poloniex, BitTorrent, DLive, and recently Steemit, the company behind the Steem blockchain. And that's been controversial. A lot of people don't like when he gets into the space or whatnot. And, you know, I don't know what to say about it other than he's moving aggressively. And it seems like, you know, he's on the offensive. So, you know, we'll be talking about that. Shout out to Crypto Wonder Morning Champ in the chat. Good morning to Crypto Wonder and the rest of the boomers out there. I'm up earlier than normal. I'm usually on closer to noon, but I'm waking up early, doing my little jog and my exercise. Guys, make sure you're going outside during this lockdown. There's not much things you could do, and you can easily get hunkered down in your bunker and get that cabin fever. And you'll be surprised, guys. Go outside and sweat, get those antibodies running, and you know, the Rona won't be able to stop you. Arguably. Remember, I'm not no doc. You got to throw out so many disclaimers when you're on the internet because there's so many cucks out there. They take everything literally sometimes, but never mind. Let's go ahead and check out today's math. We'll talk about CoinMarketCap being acquired by Justin Sun, which is the man behind Tron. He bought a piece of Poloniex, the crypto exchange. Like I said, DLive, and most recently Steemit. And I forgot to say BitTorrent, did I? So, yeah, the guy's making moves. I was actually seeing in a live stream that he did post his meeting with Warren Buffett. And I found it interesting. A young gunner that he's trying to make movements. Now, at the same token, I don't know if he's funded by the commies or not. So, you know, definitely it's controversial, but I'm going to watch the movements. Guys, drop a comment here in the population of the chat box. Let me know if you read me loud and clear. I'm seeing Crypto Wonder. And that's about it. Digital Gold just is now commenting. I am restreaming using the Restream.io service, and it seems like their aggregated chat is working today as opposed to it was not working yesterday. So hopefully this thing runs smoother than it did yesterday. And let me see if we are streaming to DLive as well. Guys, make sure you're following me over there on dlive.tv/Champagne Crypto. Every single stream that we do, when we receive lemons, we redistribute them to the most active users over there on DLive. So make sure that you're doing that, heading on over. And then also, I got to say this in every single stream, download the Brave browser so you can earn these BAT tokens by clicking on ads. It is the easiest way to earn a little crypto here and there, in my opinion. Good morning to CryptoZilla. Good morning to Case 256 and the rest of the kapumpers that are tuning in to this live chat. Indeed, guys, make sure you're following me on that page over there, dlive.tv/Champagne Crypto. Let me link this in the chat. If you're just tuning in, good morning to you. It's the champ. I just got back from my morning exercise. I'm up there crack of dawn, catching a sweat, doing, you know, small workouts with this Bowflex dumbbell. I got one Bowflex dumbbell that was loaned to me, and I'm making it work. You know, that's basically it's jailhouse style exercise now. But we're gonna get swole, guys. No matter how long this lockdown gets, no matter what happens out here to the USA or the global economy or the state of government, or whether it becomes social or commie or this or that. I mean, there's just all kinds of things that you could worry about. But whatever happens, I'm gonna be out there getting swole with the dumbbells, and I'm ready to attack on the front. Shout out to Miss Crypto Chick. Shout out to you. Hey, she's using DLive today. Great. I know that you were having problems before, but it seems like it's on and popping right now. Shout out to Crypto Chick, Digital Gold. Stream looks fuzzy buzzy. Hit refresh. I'm not sure. I'm getting I'm getting green here on my side. I'm getting green. So I don't know if it's your connection. Shout out to Digital Gold. Crypto Wonder says loud and clear. Digital Gold bought the pre-mine Ninja stake, which means he owns the Steam blockchain. Team Just. There you go. Okay. Yeah. I mean, listen, it is what it is. Now, you do know that Steam hard forked, and the Steam community, they basically created the Hive blockchain, which is a clone of Steam minus Justin Sun's tokens. Now, I've been looking around to see if I can post on Hive, and it's a little confusing. I might say I did post a link that explained everything. It was a long post there. And to tell you the truth, I don't got time to figure out a long post just so I can go to Hive. They got to make it easy, okay? Adoptability, make it easy for the users, okay? I know it gets a little techy for these guys sometimes, and they get excited here with the R programming, the Python, and the commands and the codes. And guys, if you want the layman or even just, the crypto boomers to be using it immediately, make it easy to use. Digital Gold hit F5. We're good now. Indeed. Crypto Chick's here getting her biceps swole. Indeed. How's it going for you, Crypto Chick? Are you able to hit the pool? I imagine that those community pools are closed. And I'm a little down today because I just found out the local lake where I was running around taking the kids. It's a private community lake, but they set up the caution, the yellow tape. Now they don't want people walking around the lake now. Everybody's freaked out. Now you can't even walk around the lake now. So, I'm going around the neighborhood. I took the kid out with the wagon or whatnot, and he's doing good. CryptoZilla says globalists working overtime on this virus. The site is freaky. Intelligence.weforum.org. I'll check it out in just a moment. Let me know what it is before I start clicking on all that. Give me a little, summary. Niagara Gardener's here via DLive Kaboom. CryptoZilla's here via DLive Kaboom. We got Bitcoin holding strong at 64.74. Guys, if you have not realized that Bitcoin at this moment is directly correlated to the stocks, I don't know what to tell you. You still got your people over there that they're in fantasy land thinking that crypto is working on its own, that it's here to, save the world. There's still people out there that thinking, that crypto is here to save the day. And listen, I mean, it may save some value for you compared to your 401ks. And I'm sure that, it's here to stay, but right now it's following in the wake. In my opinion, it's strongly correlated to the legacy markets right now, which are under life support, really. It's under life support. If it wasn't for these trillions and trillions of dollars that they're throwing out, these bazookas that they're firing at the market via the Fed and these central banks, in my opinion, this thing would be down in the dumps. I think, we topped off on the Dow at 30,000 or something like that. What was the top of the Dow? Or the S&P, it was 33. This thing would be, the S&P. Where's the S&P right now? Let's talk about the legacy system. We'll give some of our outlooks here. Indices right now, S&P's at 26. I think it topped off at 32 right before the Rona, which was the all-time high, and it shaved off some weight there to about almost 2,000. Listen, if it wasn't for all these missiles and bazookas that the Fed and central banks are firing at this sinking ship, trying to keep it afloat, this S&P would be, I would say, below 1,500, maybe closer to 1,000. Where did it sink to during the 2008 recession? It would be under that, okay? And then the Dow, they're at 22,000, up 3%, which is good. They keep firing. The guys, if you don't know, at the end of the day here, the banks are literally buying stock. They're buying everything, okay? And these Q guys, they still think that, Trump's going to end the Fed and restore the power back to the people. Guys, it's the opposite. The Fed now has bought everybody. If you haven't figured it out, I'm really feeling some type of way with these Q guys, because a lot of them, they're out here to try to speak truth, and they're part of the, the awakening, I would say. But come on, guys. Come on. We're on lockdown, and you're still here waiting for the storm to come? Come on. Miss Crypto Chick says her pool closed. The darn pool is not where anyone's going to get sick. They're dumb as hell, going to die from lack of exercise. Yeah, just go outside. That's all I got to say. Just go outside and keep moving and get a sweat on. When I was doing my exercise outside today and sweating, I was feeling like a champion. I was like, this Rona is not going to catch me when I got the blood flowing warm like this. I mean, you could feel the detox when you're outside and breathing the good air, and just get outside and let the sun hit you. And it's a natural detox. Uh, let me see here. 2 ice creams for the little baby champs. Yeah, the little baby champs are turned up right now. Having some breakfast, I believe. And they don't stop. You know how these toddlers, guys, I mean, you know, they're always crying, the most emotional little creatures out there. But God bless them. Dow at 29K. That was the top, Derek? I think it was like 30 or 31. Maybe I'm wrong, you know, but I know it topped off. And listen, if it wasn't for all these missiles and these stimulus, guys, the market is completely fake. This is a managed market. There is no free markets. Everything you learned at school, throw it out the window. There's no fundamentals here. It's whatever the Fed wants to do right now. It's totally a managed market. There is no free market at all, and just clear as day at this point, you know. Digital Gold said something like that. Yeah, I think it was something around closer to 30, 31, if I believe. They lied. They did fork the Ninja steak and are calling it some other BS name, including the steaks they took from the Blacklist Stinks. You're talking about Steam still? Yeah, I think what they did, I don't think, I know, they created the Hive blockchain. So Hive is basically Steam minus Justin Sun's tokens, which is interesting. Now, I wanted to see, you know, that's what's interesting about this technology. It's all open source. So let's see if that one catches more steam, pun intended, than the actual blockchain itself. Derek said it maxed out just over 29K. No, it never hit 30K. Okay, yeah, thanks for clarifying. Maybe I'm thinking of the 3 in my head, the S&P. I know the S&P went over 3,000. They went over 3,000. So yeah, that's probably why I have that number 3 in my head. Crypto Chick says, yes, they sound beautiful. Let them squeak and scream and laugh. I love hearing the babies. Yeah, I mean, I do too. But after a while, it does get a little irritating if it's all day and all night. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I'll tell you that. Shout out to Derek, Digital Gold, Miss Crypto Chick, and Satoshi, our big cousin out here. I see you out there, Satoshi. So you got S&P is trading sideways. Dow is up 3%. So this so far is good. You know, listen, I mean, I don't see any reason for the markets to go up other than fakeness. Straight up fake, inflated markets, just fakeness. Guys, the whole entire economy's on lockdown. Who's buying right now? I mean, there is no business. Like the wheel's not turning. So if you're buying into this weakness, then perhaps you're weak as well. You know, that's there's no way else to put it. I would not buy into weakness. I'll tell you that much. And the markets are looking weak to me. Crude oil at $21, up 5%, still looking weak. Crude oil's at, you know, $21 for a barrel out there. Now, I'll tell you this much. Once this Rona passes over, I do believe that oils are going to move. You know, once people start moving and transportation gets on and popping, I would see oil going back up. So I got an eye on it. You know, all the, you know, natural gas, Brent oil, gasoline, there's all on the green today, which is good. But they're still low. I mean, crude oil at $21 a barrel. Weren't we like at $50, $60 just the other day? Correct me if I'm wrong. We got bonds over there, a 10-year looking bad. This is a tell here. 10-year yield at 0.69. Unless they get this thing closer to 1, which they did like about a week ago. It was over 1 and the markets rallied again. Keep an eye on the 10-year, guys, okay? It's not good. At 0.69, you know, it's basically saying, look, come invest in the United States of America for 10 years and we will pay you less than 1%. Guys, come on. Now, imagine how much... you know, that, and people are actually buying into this to save their money from hyperinflation. So imagine how much money is going to hyperinflate in the next 10 years. You know, just the possibilities are insane. You got the active stocks there. You got Ford's down, General Electric, Bank of America, AMD, Microsoft. They're in the green. Marathon Oil is in the down 8%. This is all fake. I mean, you know, I'm sure there's some people buying into this stuff, but like, maybe General Electric's actually doing something for, you know, equipment. Maybe I think they could be doing ventilators or whatnot, but this is all a manufacturer market. This is a managed market. There is no free market here, guys. And we know who's managing it. And you got the cryptos slightly in the green, holding steady. So, you know, basically, guys, I'm going to keep saying this. At this moment, there's a direct correlation between the stocks and the bits. And to think anything different is kind of naive, if you ask me. Let's talk about the headlines today. Binance acquisition of CoinMarketCap for $400 million is criticized. They're criticizing everything this guy Justin Sun does. And he's coming in with his money. I think there may be something funny bunny with him, and he may play a little dirty, but it seems like most of the people complaining all the time are a little cucked out. I don't know, guys. Whatever. And I'm looking also at the Steam community, although I like it, but there's, let's not act like the Steam community, like a year or two ago, they were downvoting people and they were acting a little feminine as well, too, the whales out there. And then, they felt some type of way as soon as a bigger whale stepped into the pond or swam into the pond. GE switched their plants to ventilators. Yeah, that was my guess there, Crypto Chick. Agreed. A WTF fake news. Yeah, you know it, Satoshi. Hope you and your blessed are having a great day. I am. Thank you so much, there, Satoshi. Digital Gold says it's not minus anything. Hive forked a whole lot, and the votes included. Now, my understanding, Digital Gold, is it forked everything, but it's not taking. It didn't drop the tokens for Justin Sun. So it's like they moved everything except Justin Sun's, is my understanding. Now, if you want to go ahead and I don't see the whole point of forking everything and including Justin Sun. The whole point was to block them out. $500 million for a coin price aggregator. Damn. Yeah, let's talk about this. Let's this is the headline. So Binance acquires CoinMarketCap for $400 million. Guys, imagine you would have done this website or even half of this website. The Block, a cryptocurrency news site, reports that Binance, a leading exchange, will acquire CoinMarketCap for a jaw-dropping $400 million. This amount makes it one of the largest acquisitions of a coin tracking platform in history. CMC is indispensable for traders and investors, but CMC isn't just any other tracker. It lists over 2,000 tokens and coins and attracts millions of unique visitors each month. Let me link this here in the population so you guys could read along with me if you like. This is via CoinGate.com. An industry, though emerging and hugely disruptive, must always have a reliable source of prices. Let's get to the meat and potatoes here. Will Binance take full control? But with Binance in the equation, considering their heavy investments, hard questions are being asked. Binance is an independent exchange. It lists coins at their two ramps, Binance and Binance Dex, for free. However, what the community is asking is whether Binance will have a hand, place quality controls, and determine which coins will be listed at the tracker. It's a concern. Okay, so they're already concerned. No disrespect to Binance, one user asks, but this isn't good at all for crypto. CMC is like the independent listing site for crypto. When you have a crypto exchange company take it over, who's saying they will not have implicit biases when listing projects, whatever, though money talks, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't understand how some of these people in the crypto space that is supposedly, allegedly free market are complaining. Money talks. And if you're in this game, the crypto game, and you're saying free markets, the power to the people, and then you're mad when a whale comes and acquires something, I mean, come on. Now I'm not saying if he's shady or not, but it is what it is. If he bought it with his money, then maybe someone should do another site. I don't know, or maybe they should have sold it for more. I don't know. But for some people, what do you want? The crypto police, you want the Fed to come in and start regulating? With these people complaining, what do you want? Do you want regulation? Oh, you're right. Okay, thanks for correcting. Wow. I'm sorry. You see, that's my bad. And thanks for calling me out there. That's how easily things could spread fake news. It's not Justin Sun, and that's probably on my end. I'm confusing, and excuse me. Okay, excuse me. So it's CZ of Binance that is acquiring coin market cap. So throw this out the window. Everything I just said at the beginning about Justin Sun, you know, it's CZ. So excuse me. And, you know, I'll be honest. I get confused with CZ and Justin Sun, both predominant Asians that are very influential in the crypto space. You got CZ with Binance, and then you got Tron. You got this gentleman, what's his name? Justin Sun with Tron. So excuse me, but they're both making moves. I would say both of them are making moves, and these are two characters that are both making moves. But yeah, I made a mistake. It's not Justin Sun that's acquiring coin market cap. It's Binance and CZ. And thank you for Crypto Wonder for calling me out, guys. You know, if I make a mistake and I say something wrong, let's go ahead and clear it up. And that was totally me being biased, thinking CZ is Justin Sun. You know, let me keep it a buck. But yeah, excuse me. So yeah, let me go ahead and now Digital Gold is saying that they changed the code so that the Hive fork changed the code so that Justin's rightful stake goes into some sort of begging fund. They're not about DPoS at all. Yeah, it seems like a big shit show going out there. And I tried to even use it, and I couldn't get around to using it because all I found was instructions about a code and this. I don't need all that. I need to make it easy to use. They, meaning the Night Forkers, a.k.a. the Hive Cartel. Yeah, which is most of those big whales that were on Steam. Niagara Gardner says, all white people look at the same to Asians too. Easy mistake. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, let me keep it a buck. Maybe I'm being biased, looking at Asians all the same. I'm sorry. Excuse me. You know, that's all I can say. Excuse me. You know, it's CZ and not Justin. Okay. But, you know, it's, you know, two predominant influencers in the crypto space, both Justin and C. Are they homies? Are they homies or, you know? But yeah, it's you know, excuse me. That's my bad. Let me go ahead and look over here on D Live. Champ confusing Asians out here, guys. Looking sloppy, champ. Crypto chick dropped me 20 lemons. CryptoZilla dropped me 10 lemons, and Niagara Gardeners dropped me 2 lemons. They're homies for sure. Okay, yeah. I mean, I figured they were. I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing everything, but thank you for clearing it up because I was like, wow, Justin's acquiring. You know, he's making moves. He did Poloniex, BitTorrent, but it's Binance CZ, which is another, you know, is he older or is he just another, you know, top influencer? But Niagara says they're homies for sure. Thank you to Niagara for the 2 lemons. Thank you for CryptoZilla for the 10 lemons. Crypto Chick for the 20 lemons. And thank you again to Crypto Wonder for calling me out. I'm mixing up mixing up Justin Sun and CZ. And that's my bad, guys. Excuse me. CZ's a little older. Okay. Yeah, it's that since I've been following Justin and I was watching his live stream, and I'm telling you, I'm intrigued by his career, whether, you know, it's shady or not. It's an interesting path. I guess my mind just clicked on it and said, oh, Binance, it's Justin. And like, you know, I just jumped on it and it was my bad. It was a mistake. Excuse me. Binance is more of a solid legal entity, but everything you said fits both. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, you know, there you go. Niagara Gardner with the Pepe laugh. Yeah. I got to call myself out. You got to laugh at yourself. The champ mixing people up, looking sloppy out there. But you know what? If you're getting offended, then you're probably, you know, a softie. If you got offended, you know, come on. Let's excuse me and move forward. Let's talk about, so yeah, let's keep talking about this Binance acquisition and see what people are saying. So you got this guy, this user saying, no, we read this, but I'll repeat it. No disrespect to Binance, but this isn't good at all for crypto. CMC is like an independent listing site for all crypto. When you have a crypto exchange company take it over, who's saying they will not have implicit biases when listing projects? Whatever though, money talks, right, guys? What do you expect? What do you want? The crypto police, the regulators out there? That's what I ask to people that keep complaining in the crypto space about this, that, and the third. What do you want it to be, guys? You want it to be FDIC insured? Get out of here. This acquisition doesn't make sense to me, says a Larry Cermak, another crypto supporter. But a simple explanation is that Binance wants to get access to CoinMarketCap 207.2 million traffic it got last 6 months. So, well, there you go. I don't see it as a dumb move at all. I don't see it as a dumb move at all. This acquisition doesn't make sense, he says. And, that's through his tweet. So I linked this in the population of the chat box. The champ is mixing Asians up. Come on, looking bad. Oh, man. Derek says, smart move by Binance. Yeah, I mean, listen, and you got people complaining, but if it's a legit move, they bought it fair and square. What do you want? What do you want? People complaining. Bunch of complainers out there. People that want regulations. These are the same people that, they'll call up the authorities and say, oh, the neighbors, they have a couple too many guests over. They're not practicing social distancing. Binance will be plastered all over CMC now. Great ads. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not sure if I care much about it, and I don't, much. I don't trust any of these characters. Justin or CZ or any of them. But in their for their position, it's good for them. It's good business, right? Like, now I don't know if it's great for crypto or whatnot, but if you guys feel some type of way, there's CoinGecko, there's a bunch of other ones, or you can go straight up to TradingView, which I've done a few times. You can go over here to TradingView and look at these crypto markets. Go to the overview, and there you go. You have them right here. You have an alternative to CoinMarketCap, and really, TradingView is way more valuable, in my opinion, than CoinMarketCap. It has a lot more functionality. So stop complaining, and if you feel some type of way, go ahead and use another website instead of calling the crypto regulators. Check this out later. Talks about how the virus is part of a master plan. I posted the site she referenced, which is The Real Deal. Okay, I will. I just, I normally don't play videos unless I've watched them or, I know that I'm not going to get flagged, but I'll leave this for later. And I know you posted another link at the beginning of the broadcast, and I asked you to tell me what it was. I don't know if you did. You maybe did or not. If you did, excuse me, I haven't seen it. Digital Gold says the Wild West of crypto. I'm not mad. I'm not even mad that Justin Sun came in and bought Steam. Whatever. What do these whales expect? These are the people over there on Steam complaining about it were the same whales that were downvoting people because they didn't like that if they posted a referral link or something like that, Niagara Gardner says, I use TradingView more than CMC. Well, I've been using it a lot more often too. Zilla says, sorry, little Zilla was up here, so I didn't hear you at the time. Yeah, I know you linked some sort of link. I know you shared some sort of link at the beginning of the broadcast, and you said, no, this is kind of freaky. And I said, well, let me know what it is before, I start clicking on it. And I know you shared another video, and I'll check that out after. Check this out later. Thank you, CryptoZilla. Let me go ahead and take a peek over here at D Live. Crypto Chick dropped me 20 lemons. Zilla dropped me 10 lemons. And Niagara Gardner dropped me 2 lemons. Thank you so much. CBS is giving me an ad. I'm going to click on it and earn more BAT. Guys, earn BAT tokens. Guys, come on. Steam community is a little soft. Yeah, I agree, Derek. I agree. They're a little emotional. That's the truth. Because you got the truth is I can criticize them too, but you have very intelligent people there too. Okay, there's intelligent people, and you got a lot of techies, but some of them are soft. I would say, they feel some type of way for everything. Everything's a downvote. I said this over a year ago. I said that there's too much power in the downvote out there. So, you get, these softies that they wield a little bit of power digitally, and they want to swing around their votes like if they got a large one, if you know what I mean. And they need to stop with that, with so much power in the downvote. Very, very soft butter. Yeah. But, that being said, there's a lot of good things about Steam. I think Steam still is a blueprint for how blockchain could work, how you could build a community. There's a lot of good things that came out of there. Is Steam done with? Probably. I don't know how it's going to resurrect at this point, but who knows what Justin will do with it. I really don't know. Maybe they flip it into something else. But regardless, the years that I've been posting there, it was a great experience. And we did get to earn some crypto as well. Niagara says the most promising crypto of 2020 ? I haven't seen many developments in the past years. I'm thinking ETH. You may have a point there. I think that ETH and some of the smart contract platforms are poised to finally do something. At this point, peer-to-peer cash is cool and it works on where does it work? It's peer-to-peer cash is not Bitcoin, but it works with Monero and some others. And I don't know how high the demand for peer-to-peer cash is. That's the truth. How high is the demand for peer-to-peer cash worldwide? It's a cool concept, and I think the demand did grow over the years. But it seems to me like people may want to use blockchains for other reasons just than peer-to-peer cash. That's where the smart contracts and DeFi comes in and more. And that's why I'm looking at like ETH and, these blockchains that have more functionality than just, peer-to-peer cash. All that being said, I still think that, Bitcoin will stick around. I think it's going to stick around. I think eventually it's going to get knocked out of its top spot, though. World Economic Forum has a complete COVID-19 plan. Super organized. World order planning. Let's check this out. I'm not, surprised at all. There's New World Order planning. And yeah, sorry that page is missing. Yeah, that's what Derek just said. Or Niagara said it's Era 404. Let me see if we can check this one. Check this out. Yeah, I would like to read this, but I'm gonna have to do this online because I'm not the best multitasker. I'm gonna be honest with you, but you guys know where the information is, and you can see what the COVID action platform is. weform.org/platform/COVID-action-platform. Thank you, CryptoZilla, for sharing that, and you're giving us more information to research. When I'm offline, or some of you guys can start looking at it right now. Digital Gold says Steam is built for geeks. Buy a geek for a geek. Justin's going to do whatever he wants now. Yeah. And again, like, I'm not even that mad at Justin. Like, I'm like, whatever. He came, he bought the tokens. What do you want him to do? He bought it fair and square. It's not like he stole anything. Now, I mean, like, I can see how some people feel some type of way that the community was led to believe that he bought Steam, the whole Steam blockchain, which is not true. But in a way, he kind of, acquired the majority of the tokens. So every crypto beginner gets a hard on for peer-to-peer cash at first, but as you learn more about the tech, it's not that crazy anymore. Right. I agree, Derek. I agree. I agree 100. And that's why, I'm looking at other coins besides Bitcoin to perhaps be the next one that actually gains popularity. And of course, I'm still with you as far as the exchange platforms. Those are, exchanges are going to be here for a minute. Even if they're decentralized exchanges, like, something like a Kyber, they still have utility tokens that you could invest in and maybe make some gains, perhaps, maybe. Now, the other tokens, they're going to have to do more than just peer-to-peer cash. Bitcoin will always be there because it is sort of a store of value, and it's kind of like that marker. It's been there for a while. It has the largest hash rate. So, it's there, but it's not fungible, and it's not really peer-to-peer cash. You don't want to go to the store and buy a Snickers with Bitcoin. I don't see how that is going to be the future. Now, maybe with another crypto token. You know how I feel, guys. Bitcoin ultimately was just a case study so that later on in the future, whoever made Satoshi and Bitcoin can actually implement that on a government-backed blockchain. Cryptozilla says, on that COVID-19 page, you click on strategic intelligence and it brings up layers and layers of action plans. Okay. The new normal is effing weird. I don't like the way things are unfolding with this virus as the catalyst, says Niagara. Yeah, neither do we. But, you know, if you've been following this and you know what the plan is, and if you also have faith in the Lord, then, you know, there's nothing to be freaking out about. It gets dirty. It gets down and ugly, and it gets dirty, and you know, and there's a lot of pain. There will be gnashing of teeth and crying. But, you know, if you ultimately have faith, there's light. There's light at the end, guys. You know, there's a good ending to all this. And remember, it's all that the Lord is allowing this to happen. You have to have faith. And, you know, you got to spin it in a way that, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to improve? Because you can't change the whole world. And you can get down and out about the world and be like, you know, I mean, I've been there too. Sometimes I'm thinking alone there late night. I'm like, wow, man, everybody's on lockdown. The world's on house arrest. I mean, everything's gone to shit, it seems. But there's always light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, and, you know, this is not the first time that humanity's dealt with a plague or dealt with a lockdown or a quarantine. I mean, you know, read the Bible, guys, you know, and just look through history. You know, we're resilient and we're strong, and our ancestors, you know, the DNA that makes you that you could follow and trace back to, you know, maybe perhaps Adam himself. I mean, everybody's been through some hardships, and we're survivors, guys. You know, you think about the generations of ancestors that you don't know, that they fought off plagues, they were in wars, and all kinds of stuff. And we're here on the internet feeling some type of way because we're in a little house arrest with air conditioning and good food, guys. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, guys. It's not that bad. So, you know, just to, you know, remind you guys, just think about all the hardships that our ancestors that we don't even know, like, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 years ago. You know, what were your ancestors doing? The ones that you don't know, they were behaving like men, I would suppose. If not, you wouldn't have made it. We wouldn't have, you know, our ancestors wouldn't have survived. We're from a line of survivors. All of us, if we made it this far. So think about that, guys. You know, it's not you just popped up. You just didn't pop up here all of a sudden. Like, your blood contains information for thousands of years. So don't be a softie out there, guys. You know, think about, you know, your ancestors for 400 or 500 years from now. You know, don't make them ashamed. You know, they may have fought animals or been in wars or, you know, in plagues. You don't know. Let's check a little peek over here on D-Live. Guys, follow me on D-Live. Do it now. Two things I want to make sure that I get across. Go to D-Live, join D-Live, use that platform. It's an alternative to YouTube. And also use this Brave browser. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell you. Yes, I get $5 if you download it with my link. But you will get more than $5 surfing around earning BAT tokens. Eventually. I mean, guaranteed. That's for. I've earned more than $5 with this Brave browser. Derek says his ancestors were probably hunting and gathering in Africa, small tribes. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even matter like what part of the world. It's like whether it's Africa, Europe, Asia. I mean, take it back 600, 700, 800, 1,000 years from now. Ago. I mean, it was rough times out there, guys. Whether it was in Africa or in Europe or, you know, like, you know, it was like there was no power, there was no internet, there was no nothing. And people were surviving out there. And people out here freaking out because they got to stay home with some AC and the internet. And they can easily go to the grocery store. And yeah, they don't have all the supplies out there. But, guys, people are fighting over toilet paper. How would your ancestors feel about that? That you're fighting over a paper that you can wipe your ass with? Come on, guys. There wasn't even toilet paper 1,000 years ago. Yeah, I know what you mean, Niagara, and I can relate. Yeah, I'm a man of faith as well. It just weirds me out. For years this rollout was coming. Now it's happening. Surreal, I guess. Yeah, it's finally here. You know, we were warned, and they told you, and people didn't believe it, and we were warned, and they told us, and some people didn't believe it. They called them conspiracy theorists, you know, and we told you guys, you know, they're changing the world, like, and we told you guys, we warned you guys, and we knew, and it is a little surreal when you actually see it, unlock. You're like, damn, it's actually true. And let me tell you, that's what brought me to the faith. I'm going to be honest, because you keep seeing the world and you're like, oh, what tribe is it? Where's the Illuminati? Where's the secret room? Where's the guys? And finally you realize it's not just flesh and blood, guys. This is a spiritual wickedness. This is a spiritual battle that we're fighting over thousands of years out here. And that's all I got to say, guys. And once that unlocks and you're like, oh, all right. And it starts making a little more sense. The world makes more sense to you. Shout out to Niagara, Derek, CryptoZilla, and the rest of the boomers out there. Follow me on DLive. I'm gonna drop 20 in the bucket right now. 50 in the bucket. So I'll be distributing 52 lemons in just a minute. Amazon Prime's hitting me up with that. This is a good sign out here. You got Amazon running ads on the Brave browser. So I'm telling you, I like Brave. I like Bats. That's there's a utility token. Here's a platform that has a revenue model. They got Amazon advertising on their browser. Derek, did you download this Brave already? This one's up your alley, Derek. You like revenue generating ones? This one's right up your alley. Check out the CMC of who the winners and losers are today. Anybody using Bitcoin out there? I've been seeing this one around, but I don't know much about it. Bitcoin's up 10%. Energy, we've been talking, I don't talk much about energy, but I know others have mentioned it here on the channel. It's up almost 9%. Ren, Engine Coin, I know we've held that for a moment. And how about Crypto.com? It's back up. This one's in our portfolio. We'll take a look at our portfolio, actually. And who are the losers? Maker. I'm looking at Maker like eventually this has got to be a buy, right? Let me know. Is Maker done with, or are they going to tweak up the problems that they had on those DeFi platforms? Because apparently you got hacked or something. And you got Steam is down. Let's look at our community portfolio. Last time I checked, it was like 7,200. And the purpose of that portfolio is to outperform Bitcoin. And so far, we are achieving our goal. Last time I checked. Yeah, total crypto worth is 7,356. And I'll repeat this. We started this portfolio in January when Bitcoin was $9,200 with the purpose of outperforming Bitcoin with a portfolio of altcoins. So we took $9,200 virtual cash and bought altcoins. And at one point, this thing went up to like $12,000 or $13,000. And of course, everything dumped, including everything, gold, stocks, bonds, everything went down. But look, our altcoin portfolio has maintained its value better than Bitcoin has. So there you go. I'm glad. And what do we have in our portfolio? We got Monero, Binance, Kyber, Tezos, Crypto.com, and FTX token. Derek says, I still got to get on Brave. Derek, stop playing games. Stop playing games. And I want you to use my link, Derek, because you've never showed love here before. I'm going to call you out. You're here every single day. You never thrown me a lemon or $1. So I need you downloading it with my link. You owe me $5, Derek. Derek owes me $5, guys. He needs to download this thing right now. Derek, I'm calling you out. You're here every single day. You don't bring anything to the party. You owe me $5 right now. You owe me $5. If you haven't showed up with the $5, I'm going to snipe you out the box, Derek. But yeah, come on, get this Brave already. Niagara says it was over leverage Maker. Maybe, yeah, maybe. I'm looking at that as a possible, one to jump on because it's lost a lot of weight. And you know what attracts me about Maker? It has a low circulating supply. So and I like the DeFi. So it's a utility token. It could generate revenue. It has a low circulating supply. It's DeFi. There's a lot of things that check out with Maker. So I don't know if it's hit the bottom or not, but I got my eyes on it. I'll take a peek on DLive. I'm going to call Derek out. Every time I see him, I'm like, where's my $5, Derek? Give me my $5. You owe me $5. It's like Derek's came here and smoked a blunt every single day and he's never thrown 5 on it. Bought some KNC to add to the DeFi hodl bag. There you go. We got it in our portfolio. I like KNC, and that's DeFi. That's DeFi. That's another one, Derek, that you got to look at, KNC. That one's like, you like Binance? KNC is another one. Thank you to Niagara. He just dropped me 5 lemons. Crypto Chick dropped me 20. Zilla dropped me 10. Niagara Gardner dropped me 7. Boom. Thank you so much there. I'm going to go ahead and do a distribution in about 30 seconds. We only got 3 people on YouTube, on D-Live, and we got the rest of the maniacs over there. We got about 10 people on YouTube. So whoever's on YouTube, head over to D-Live right now. I'm going to do a little distribution of lemons, and it'll be fun. I like KNC, Niagara. I like it. That's why I have it there on my our virtual portfolio. It's been performing well, too. Derek says, Champ, you think the markets are going lower? Yeah, Derek, I do. I don't know if it's going to happen today or not. We're not out of this Rona thing. The president said another 30 days, so we're not even technically halfway yet. So if he said at the end, it's that the advisory is going to end at the end of April, and he started this national emergency in the 13th, we're not even halfway there. So it's like there will be more blood. Think about it, Derek. Everything's on the stop. The only positive movement that we see is manipulation by the Fed, and they keep buying things, so I'll tell you what, though, every time that they announce that they're going to do something, the market goes up, but then a day or two later, people sell it, just like what happened with the stimulus package. There was the biggest gain, I think, since 1930 something last week. And then what happened? The market started going down again. So, if you I was talking to someone offline the other day, and they bought some, I think, they were buying some stocks. So when it crashed, not last week or the week before, I think they jumped into like Carnival and some of those stocks that really got hit hard. And then everything pumped last week. And the gentleman that I was speaking to, his position in Carnival doubled up last week. Okay, so he got in and he doubled up last week, and then I talked to him at the beginning of this week. He's like, "Oh, I made a mistake. I was thinking of, I should have sold." But now he wants to hold Carnival. It's like, that's a long hold, man. That's a long hold. I would have just took my money and gone. If it doubled up in a week, see you later. Let me get grab and go. And for anything, you could get your profits and then buy back in if you're really feeling. Excited about the cruise ships or whatever. And he admitted it. He's like, yeah, you're right, Champ. I screwed up there. And I'm like, yeah, it's obvious. The legacy markets move quick. It's like an announcement. It goes up and the next day it's going down. These people move their money quickly. Yeah, damn, Carnival was exactly. That's what I'm saying. He was right for buying it on the low, right? So he got it and he snagged it up. I don't know what the price was. Let's say it was $20. I could be wrong. It could be 200, whatever. I think he got like at 20 and moves up to like almost $40, and then take your gains. Yeah, I agree, Derek. I'm not buying any stock that's on the verge of being bankrupt. Exactly. I don't want to buy into weakness. And then I was like, oh, why would you hold? He's like, oh, it's eventually going to come back, and these government bailouts and this and this and that. I'm like, yeah, but they already dropped the bailout last week. It went up. Why didn't you take profits? Oh, but I would not hodl. It's like, you don't want to hodl into weakness or buy into weakness like that. I agree with Derek there. I'm not getting into any stock that's on the verge of bankruptcy. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to buy into weakness. Only buying essential need stocks at the moment, says Niagara. Well, listen, I told you my intent. I've been doing my research. I'm popping open E-Trades. I was in between Robinhood and E-Trades, but apparently you could do more things on E-Trades and it's more legit. That's not the way to say it. It's not more legit. Robinhood is legit, but there's more things you could do on. I think you could do like more futures or options on E-Trade. So, my strategy here, and when I haven't dipped my toes into the legacy market, but if I do dip my toes, I'd bet on sectors, or I would do swing trading on sectors or on the entire market. but I wouldn't get into like particular stocks. I would go into like sectors, whether it be energy, agriculture, pharmaceuticals, etc., or buying betting for or against the market. But yeah, just trying to like find the unicorns. I'm not. That's not for me. I'm sure there is. I mean, like I saw Inovio Pharmaceuticals went up a lot, and apparently that is the company that I think the Gates Foundation is investing in. That's promising some sort of a vaccine. Stuff like that. I get it, but I'm not trying to cherry pick these stocks if I get into the game like that. And if I do, guys, and I'm still learning, and if I do, I'll give you I'll give you a sneak peek and I'll let you guys know what I've learned or not. And again, I'm not anybody's financial advisor. I'm not your crypto daddy. I'm not your stock daddy. I'm not your Dow Jones daddy or anything. I'm just giving my opinions. So if you're listening, this is just my opinion, guys. If you want a professional advice, don't get it from YouTube. Long on food and clean water. You know it, Niagara Gardner. Long on food, clean water, and just overall health, well-being, exercise. Derek's favorite stocks are Uber, Lyft, Dollar General, and Fiverr. Right now, they may be all right, Uber and Lyft, but I think Uber and Lyft, before all this happened, had like major losses. Major losses. But let's see, And again, I'm probably not good to like hand pick the stocks. I wouldn't go that way. I would, like I said, do more in baskets of sectors or stuff like that. But I understand the rationale between Dollar General and Fiverr, and Uber and Lyft for now too. But I don't know. I don't like Uber and Lyft. I'll be honest with you. Muffin McPuffin says, Chant, do you like Litecoin? I do like Litecoin, but I like it a lot less than I did when I first acquired it. And to be honest with you, the biggest mistake that I ever did with Litecoin is not dumping it when Charlie Lee dumped it. Because I had a good bag at that point. I could have made some profits and moved. But I held and held and held. And in fact, I'm still holding some right now. Now, luckily, I ended up moving my position for the majority. My Litecoin position is not that heavy. So, do I like Litecoin? I used to a lot more. But, where is Litecoin going? I don't know. The competition for Litecoin right now as far as peer-to-peer cash is Bitcoin Cash. And Bitcoin Cash has a stronger name brand. And it's been performing better. Derek says, I'm talking long-term, like 5-year minimum holds. Yeah, I would not be interested in holding or hodling or trying to anything long-term with these stocks is funny money to me. I'd rather hold Bitcoin straight up, or gold or a real asset, real estate, or just, something physical. I mean, right now I'd rather hold surgical masks. I'd rather hold toilet paper, It looks like toilet paper right now is a better hodl. Now, I'm not interested in hodling anything when it comes to the legacy markets. It's if anything, I'm taking in and out stabs, and I'm hodling crypto and USD. I ain't hodling no 5-year for no stocks. Now, if I could see the strategy for some other people. Obviously, not everybody has the same strategy, but to me, I am not attracted in hodling anything with the legacy markets. To me, it looks funny bunny. 5 years from now, there may not even be a United States. I mean, look, there's basically no more United States anyway, but you know what I mean. Niagara says, I'll like Litecoin more when Wimble comes out. That I agree. But, I wouldn't get too excited, guys. It's like, the Ether staking. How long have we been hearing that? Ether staking, Litecoin Wimble. Come on. At this point, or Cardano launching their main net. I've heard all kinds of things that are coming down the pipes, and that's cool and awesome. But remember, trade what you have in front of you, not what you're going to get 5 years from now. What do we have in front of us? We got weakness in front of us. Okay, on all the boards. It looks like mostly everything is weak. So, adjust your strategy around that would make sense to me, right? But remember, I'm not anybody's champagne crypto daddy out here. Buying oil is amazing at $20. Well, I'll tell you, that's like the one thing that's popping out at me the most is the oil. And I said this at the beginning of the broadcast. Now, I don't know if it's like, buying the crude oil or maybe even getting into oil companies right now, because those things are going to swing back around. And what I like about oil companies is that I believe that some of them pay dividends. Some of those stocks. So yeah, I'm really looking at the oil. Been on for 56 minutes about. Let's go ahead and wrap it up, guys. I'll take a few more comments and questions. Actually, I owe you guys a lemon distribution, so let's get it on and popping over there. We only got 4 over there on D Live. Let's give it well, there's a 30-second countdown over there, so head over to D Live. I'm about to release the lemons. Release the lemons. Boom, boom, boom. I'm about to release the lemons. Let's go ahead and get it popping right now. Let's get active. Let's share these memes. Let me start sharing memes before I hit distribute lemons. I got this boomer meme. Who's the one that shared this? Was it Niagara? I like the boomer meme. And this guy. Fire Mark. I gotta re-up on some new ones. CryptoZilla has some really good memes. All right, guys. Let's get it popping, guys. Let's release the lemons. 30, let's go. In 20 seconds. Lucky winner today's Niagara Gardner, and that makes sense. He was active in the chat. So shout out to you, Niagara. You got 52 lemons today. And thank you for Miss Crypto Chick donating 20 and CryptoZilla donated 10. Thank you so much out there. And Niagara Gardner, he automatically just donated me 2 ice creams on top of that. So that's how it goes. You win some, you give some back, and that's what we've been doing out here. So this is all for fun, guys. I doubt that these lemons are even worth half a penny right now. But either way, it's fun. Thank you to Niagara, Crypto Chick, and CryptoZilla out there. Shout out to you. There was this article that I have queued up. Was there something I wanted to say about this? Let's go through this article. Politicians building case for Bitcoin through fiat and democracy limits. This should read, politicians' actions build a case for Bitcoins. This actually makes the reader believe that politicians are actually making a case for Bitcoin when it's actually their actions that make a case for Bitcoin, is what the article is trying to express. But anyway, in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic, a financial crisis has been causing, we seem to be witnessing some worrying signs for both fiat users and democracy. The U.S. says, "Oh yeah, this is the reason I went to the ATM." So they're saying, "Don't hoard cash." This is a bad sign to me. So hopefully you guys, I've already told you this like a week or two ago. Go to the ATM. Everybody should have cash on hand right now. You got to have cash on hand. Now, I'm not not 100, not 200. What's the max you could take out some of these ATMs? At least $400, and really it should be a lot more. But some people can't. But have some cash, guys. In the midst of the pandemic, people in certain countries, such as in the U.S., are turning away from credit cards, digital payment, or person-to-person payments like Venmo. A New York Times report 2 weeks ago states that the demand for large denomination bills in the country spiked so much that at least one branch of Bank of America in New York could not fulfill the request of all the customers lining up to withdraw a lot of cash each. And I will tell you, if things keep going, we're going to see the similar situation play out in more than one bank, and not just in New York. And look, you got the FDIC already saying Forget the mattress. Keeping large sums of cash at home is risky. Better to protect your money with an FDI insured bank where it's safe and sound. This to me does not feel safe and sound. Okay. Why would they even say this? It's because they don't have enough cash to, they can't even print $1 trillion overnight, guys. How long would it even take to print it? Let's say if you just had the printing machine on constantly, how fast does it need to print? How many bills does it need to print per minute to reach $1 trillion? They don't have enough cash, guys. So let's see what she says. This is a government, so this is fair use.
We're living in unprecedented time. At a time of a pandemic like this, it is way too easy to get confused and to have fear about what you should be doing with your money in your accounts, especially as you're looking at the volatility in the stock market and the financial sector. This is what I would like you to take away from this. Your money is safe at the banks. The last thing you should be doing is pulling your money out of the banks now, thinking that it's going to be safer someplace else. You don't want to be walking around with large wads of cash, and you certainly don't want to be hoarding cash in your mattress. It didn't pan out well for so many people. And I will tell you this, no depositor has lost a penny of their insured deposits since 1933, when the FDIC was created. So if you're talking about having your money in a safe place, please keep it in an FDIC insured bank.
Does that sound safe to you? I don't know. Obviously, I'm not taking all the cash out. And right now it's about, you need a little USD in the bank, you need a little USD cash, you need a little gold, a little silver, a little Bitcoin. You got to have it spread out. So, wow. Niagara Gardner's Pepe's laughing. It's true. And then someone on Twitter, Critical Pulse, says, you don't need an ATM to transfer your wealth into Bitcoin and or crypto. Use Cash App, Coinbase, Abra, or Voyager. But if you use any of those applications that were mentioned here by this Twitter guy, then you're also being tracked because none of it's fungible. So, something to consider. And in Egypt, you're not allowed to access your money. Amid concerns regarding the spread of corona, Egypt's central bank took a different approach to withdrawals than simple discouragement. They instructed banks to put limits on daily withdrawals to $633 for individuals and about over $3,000 for companies. That's in Egypt. And then you got Hungary, one step closer to dictatorship. I was just learning about this Hungarian guy, Minister Viktor Orban, that apparently he's going hard out there, and there are very, very strict rules going on in Hungary. And they're nationalists. I'm going to keep an eye on this guy because I don't know if the media is painting him as a bad guy because he's a nationalist or is because he's actually a bad guy. I'm just learning about this guy this week. Hungary is not the only country where an authoritarian-minded leader is using the coronavirus crisis to seize more power and undermine fundamental rights. Guys, it's happening in every country. What's this guy Andrew saying? Let me go ahead and share this so that you guys could read this in its entirety. But it's trying to make a case for Bitcoin because governments are seizing too much power. And no shit. I'll take a few more comments and questions before I go ahead and tune out. Big shout out to everybody on the chat here. Who's on the... Actually, look at where's what? We got 10 people over there on YouTube and 3 on DLive. A little smaller community than normal. Usually we've been having like 20 plus on the tube and about 10 on DLive. But maybe you guys are out there working out. Or you haven't woke up. On that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and tune out. Always a pleasure. Thank you to everybody. And Derek, you owe me $5, Derek. Every time I see Derek now on every stream, I'm away from my $5. I'm gonna bother Derek for $5 every single day now, just because. Shout out to Niagara, Champagne. No, that's not shout out to me. I'm reading, that I shared a Pepe. Have a good one, champ. Thank you so much, Niagara. I appreciate you. Who else is here? Muffin McPuffin, Derek, Cryptozilla, Digital Gold, Crypto Wonder for correcting me. And if you, at the beginning of this broadcast, I'm mixing up Asians, and I made a mistake. Excuse me. I mistakenly reported that Justin Sun was acquiring CoinMarketCap, and that indeed is wrong. It's not Justin Sun. It's the other influential crypto Asian, CZ, out of Binance. So excuse me for mixing up people out there. I cleared it up. And again, that article, Binance acquires CoinMarketCap, I'll share it one more time if you guys want to read it. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. Stay strong. I know you can't put weight on the bar, most of you guys, because you can't go to the gym, but you can work out by running in your neighborhood. Go around the block a couple times. Go back home, bust some push-ups, some sit-ups. Do whatever you can, guys. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. Stay strong. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne.